Well, hey guys, and welcome again to End of the Night. Now, you have to excuse my voice. I've got still getting over a bit of a cold, but I just want to show you a couple new products, or a couple more products from Olight that they've sent me to show you. I think there's a sale on starting tonight. I think you get 10% off. So this one here is the Perun 3 headlamp. So this is the latest full-size headlamp. The other week I did a review on the mini version of this one, and this one here is the Olight Sphere. It's like an O bulb, similar to the previous versions of the O bulb. But I'll just show you what comes in the box. You get the O bulb and a few little bits and pieces in here. So you get a little magnetic little base that's got an adhesive back on it, so you can stick it to, so if you want to stick it to a plastic or aluminium surface, and you want to be able to make the magnet on the O bulb stick to, that just sticks to there. You got the user manual, safety warnings, and some little googly eye things if you want to put them on. I don't. And also the MCC one magnetic charger to charge the O bulb. So this is the sphere. It's got this covering on it here, and you can see now, when you first get it out the box, I have charged it, so when you first get it out the box you need to charge it before you can unlock it. But so you can press it once and it turns on, remembers your last mode, and you can press it again and it cycles through. You got different color ones, some random ones, different things, and that's on white. So now, if you want to go to brighter, that's the thing, as dim as it will go. If you press and hold it, and it goes to the brighter, press and hold it again, and it goes dimmer. So that is the same for, it doesn't matter what mode you're in. Leave it on the brightest one, and I'll just cycle through these things, flashing, some other random colours, some pretty cool little settings in there. So it's really good for mood lighting. Now you can Bluetooth it to your phone and control all sorts of different lights and stuff, and have it change colours to music and whatever else you can. If you get multiple ones of them, and just do them all, change them all from the app on your phone. But yeah, so this one here, it's got a sphere, so it lights up all the way around. Obviously not on the base, right on the very bottom. The previous ones, they only lit up the top, so the top half. So I'll put that one aside. Actually, to turn it off, you got to double click on it, and then it lights up green. See that green? That means it's above 60% of the battery, and then it'll change different colours. It'll go red, I think, if it's sort of below that. So shift all this stuff out of the way. Now this is the Perun 3 headlamp. You got your warning, these instructions there, the quick instructions, tells you to make sure you take out the sheet there, but I'll show you the torch last, show you what else it comes with. Quickly, there's the headlamp, or the head strap and clamp thing. And we've got the lanyard. There's the MCC 3. So it's the red base on there, so it's a faster charger than the black ones. What else have we got here? And also a little hook there for pulling your lanyard through the hole. And your instruction manual, so with all your specs and everything. I'll just have a quick look at that. Well, actually, I'll show you show you the torch first. There you go, there's the torch itself. It's got the button on the side, and I really like that feature. The old ones had the button on the top, and it was really annoying if you wanted to turn your headlamp on. You sort of had to nearly use two hands or hold it with your finger so you didn't just press it around on your head. This one here, you can just squeeze it like that to turn it on. And so it's a solid, like a hard button instead of a rubber one that'll perish. But I've never had them perish before anyway. But it's got a 21700 to 5000 milliamp hour. Make sure you take the little insulation thing out. Now this one here, it goes in a negative end first into the battery body. So your positive end goes towards the tail cap. There's a little slot there where your lanyard goes through. You got a removable pocket clip as well. Yeah, I'll just see whether you can. I think you can leave the pocket clip on there that goes into your headlamp. Yeah. Okay, so it's all a metal sort of case that clips into the head. It's a little bit big for my head there at the moment, but there you go, that's how it fits on. You can still pivot it in there, and you just press it. Now if you when it's from off, you can double click and it goes to red light. There's a SOS mode. Double click again, it goes to sort of bright mode and low. And if you turn it off and turn it back on, it goes back to your white. So to turn on to red, it has to be off and double click to go into your red. So you got low, medium, high, and turbo. Like that, so it's really nice and bright. I think it's 3000 lumens. I'll just go through some specs of it. Now, yeah, the brightest is 3000 lumens for 2 minutes, then it steps down 27%, so for another 880. So I find it, if you can turn it on for turbo, you use it for a bit, you turn it off, you'll still turn it back on again. Same as all the other ones as well. But higher, you get 300 minutes at 600 lumens. Medium is 120 lumens, it'll run for 25 hours. Then to low, 89 hours, which is 30 lumens. It actually has a moonlight mode, so when it's off, you press and hold, and it's only 5 lumens, and that'll last you for 20 days straight. So it's actually not a bad amount of light for just walking around at night. But I'll show you that outside soon. The red light has the high as 60 lumens for 14 hours, and the low is 70 hour runtime on that. So the whole thing weighs 150 grams for the torch itself. The head strap will be a little bit more, but yeah, so the dimensions of it, it's 116.8 millimeters long by 28 millimeters wide. So sort of all you really need to the main specs of it. Right, let's take it outside and I'll show you how it performs in the dark. Okay, so here's the O-bulb in the dark. You just turn the light off. Now that's on low. You turn it right up to high, and so you got plenty of light to sort of see what you're doing. It just sort of it makes really nice mood lighting to put around the house. But you got your different colours. There's obviously your red. That's your brightest. The red will go. Your red flashing. And there's your different rainbow ones. It's just like colours spinning around horizontally. And you got other random lights spinning around randomly. It's just lighting up different colours randomly. That one there's rainbow lights sort of spinning vertically. looks quite cool. And then back to white again. So yeah, quite a nice little light, very handy for, you'd sort of set it up above when you're working when you're camping or something like that. Maybe you could switch it to red. Probably gives you enough light to sort of see just what you're doing. So if you got it above you, and the bugs, you shouldn't get too many bugs attracted to it either. As you get an odd couple that come in, but nothing like, say I'll turn it off and back to white. Nothing like you do when you get white light. The bugs sort of come at it like mad. So anyway, that's the little bulb sphere. That's 5 lumens just walking around. I can see probably out nearly to 10 metres in front of me. Plenty for looking around, going for a walk at night without making too much light. So there you go, there's low, medium. You can see those trees over there quite well. And there's high. You can see those trees even better now if I whack it up to turbo. That's just a phenomenal amount of light. Just lights the whole house yard up. It's like you got a floodlight on in a house or something. It's a huge amount of light. Now if I can turn it off and I go to red light, there's the red light on low. For some reason the camera always picks up red light, really probably better than what your eyes do. And then if I go to, there's high on red. So it is a fair bit of light that punches out. Now, like with the mini one, that it is a really wide spread. So I've got the headlamp pointed nearly straight forwards at the moment, and nearly right to my chest is light. I don't have to pull my hand out far in front of me, even with the light looking directly forwards. So it's got a really wide spread on it. But I'd usually angle it down a bit just to throw the light downwards, especially if you got it on low mode and you're walking in the dark, sort of trying to, if you're out hunting at night and you're trying to just walk in red mode to not make your presence known to everything in the area as much, but still see where you're going. So yeah, really good light for that. Like I said, then you turn it off, and if you press it again, it goes back into your white mode. So to get into your red, you double click it from off. Double click it again, goes to high. If you press and hold it in when it's in red mode, it goes into your SOS mode. Press it again, it turns it off. So then it goes into your previous saved white mode. When you turn it back on, double click on it to go to turbo. There you go, that's just, I can see out to over 100 metres. Then you triple click it, goes into SOS mode with your white light. I don't think there's any strobe on this one, which I don't mind because it's not really something I ever use anyway. But yeah, so that's a Perun 3 headlamp from Olight. So a couple good little lights. That one there is really handy. I actually have been using the old O-bulbs for a long time, especially just as a bedside light. They're just so easy to just turn on. And this one here, double click to turn it off. So it's really nice. And even if it's, say it's on the side of something, you can just hit it like that and it turns on. Like that. Just hit it and double hit it to turn it off. So this one here's got the magnet. You just pull that off there. It's got the magnet that holds its own weight. These O bulbs. O bulbs are really good little things. This one with the sphere puts out. There's more area with putting out light. They're really good if you're camping. Press and hold it from off. You press and hold, it'll go straight onto the white. So it puts out a good amount of light to be able to see what you're doing when you're camping. Put it up in your tent as a tent light, or I might stick it under the awning of my ute if I'm camping. I might just have to put that little magnetic or that little metal strip adhesive back thing on there, so I got something to stick it on because the awning's all an aluminium frame. So yeah, it's quite a nice little light really. It's got little snowflake type patterns on the inside of the hard clear plastic on the outside. So yeah, really nice little product, and quite like the little torch. This torch too, nice green. I do like green, as you probably guessed. But I do really like having that button on the top, just to reach up and turn it on. And it sits on your head really well. I just have to tighten the strap up a little bit. It's a little bit loose for me, but even with that loose, that's sitting on my head really well, and not really moving much. It's just easy to just grab up and just turn it on. If you want to get one of these, they are priced at $29.95, but they're currently 10% off. So you can go and head to the links below and check out that, and also the Perun 3. This is a fantastic torch. So if you want to go and get yourself one of these, they're normally retail for $126.95 here in Australia, but currently they're 20% off, so they're about $101.56 I think they are. But go to the links below and get your discount. But if you're watching this after the sale, or if there's anything you like that's not currently on sale, then go to my code up here, ITN10, and it'll give you 10% discount off any of the products site-wide that aren't already discounted. So anyway, go and check them out. Two great little torches. I do really like this one I'm probably going to use it a lot out shooting at night. So yeah, headlamps are something I use all the time, and yeah, go and get yourselves one and just check out for yourselves how good they really are. Anyway, I'll leave the video at that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.